Okay, so we're here on the night scene, as you can see, and we have to select our arsenal. We have a few items already locked in, as you can see there, none of which will help much. The mushroom in the middle blows through screen doors for zombies that are using screen doors, so we may run into those, but it doesn't look like they'll be on here. So let's get started. Number one, we're gonna need our sunflower, and then this is really big on the night levels. This little pea shooter here, it costs nothing. You don't really need suns. Well, you don't need suns at all for it to come back. It's just a matter of time. Once you place one, you have to wait for it to reload before you can use it again. But you can put these down. They're not, the damage is not significant, but they can really slow down those zombies that are trying to attack you, you know what I mean? So like, these zombies are like, I'm gonna get you, and you're like, yeah bro, well I've got you because I've got this zero. I can keep dropping it while I get sunflowers, build up my arsenal. So let's go get a single shooter. As you know, I like to get the cherry bombs just to help if we get backed up. I like this. I call this the rock. My kids say it's the potato. I have to check the almanac. They're probably right. And last but not least, always look to see if there's any vehicles. There's not, because if there's vehicles, we want to get the tack strip, but we're not going to need that. So what do I want to do? Let's go with the frozen pea shooter. I like that. So let's rock. So hype. What's up, Cole? All right, guys, one thing I want to talk about, let me get my flour down real quick. I'm going to skip that rake. I can watch a video, get a free rake. I'm not going to do that. Let me go ahead and get this free shooter down. I put it about midway. The mower's in the back, so like that's your last line of defense. So if they get through everything, that will go through and kill everybody like one time. But then you're vulnerable there moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 shooters there just to protect my flour. So don't be afraid to use those. As you get into the harder levels, it's just a reality that at some point you're going to get overwhelmed, and you may have to let that mower do its job and clear that row so that you can save up sunflowers and build your arsenal to go for the long haul. So you have to have long-term thinking when you play this game. All right, let's see here. Get my shooters down to take this zombie out. But guys, when you're on these night levels, you really have to develop your flowers, and you've got to use these free shooters. And I'm gonna wait to see where the next one's coming. There he is, bam. See, they try to sneak up and they're like, you know, we're gonna wait for this guy to drop it so we can bring the zombie and get him. It's just not gonna happen because my level is so high at this game that it's almost like God comes down, and I know it's not really God, but it's like God comes down, he's like, hey, I'm gonna tell you where the zombie is so you can dominate. Boom, his head falls off. Rock and roll, and we got another sunflower here. I'm gonna put this sunflower here because I've already got 2 shooters to protect him. Oh, here's another thing. You see these tombstones? Essentially, that works against you because you can't plant anything there. So it limits the amount of your arsenal that you can utilize in those areas. I'm going to drop that shooter there, just start filling in my rows. I probably should have put it in the second row from the top because I have a flower there. And yeah, there comes the zombie, of course. But that's okay because I will get one now. So as you can see, I've got my rock loaded. I feel pretty good about that. I could have pulled that. But I'm in a pretty good spot right here with my free shooters. I'm going to try to double those up so I'm getting 2 shots. My flowers are really starting to build. I'm going to hoard these a little bit. Let me go ahead and put 1 down. I'm going to put it in a row that doesn't have a tombstone. That's the next level stuff there, kids. Make sure and tell your parents, because that way I can have more of my arsenal there to protect and defend. I don't lose some of my areas where I could put shooters and things of that nature because the tombstone's there. All right, so here's my strategy. I'm going to start dropping 100 pea shooters, and then I will work towards the frozen pea shooter. Now, you see this old guy right here with the newspaper? He's crazy. So once his newspaper gets shot, he's going to get like really upset, and he's going to come for me. So I have to really be prepared for that. A lot of times you can gain. Watch this. Watch him go. Watch him go. He's so weak. I mean, he thinks he's tough, but he's not. See, I mean, now his head falls off. Just, you know. All right, let's see. All right, I'm already up to 150 cents. So what's happening now, I'm going to start dropping these single shooters. At some point, I may have to dig up those little purple free shooters to get a little heavier arsenal there. But we'll just kind of see how it goes here. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Let's see. Drop that there. So right now, we're doing pretty good. So probably what I'm going to do, I'm going to really try to start loading up on putting more of my attack type plants in place, and then as we get a little bit of our arsenal built up on the map, then I'm going to go back and start probably putting more flowers, and that'll give me some explosives and different things that I can really take advantage of. Look at that guy. He is upset. I'm going to put a frozen shooter there. We'll go ahead and do it since I'm in a good spot. Eventually, I like to put rocks and potatoes up here on the front row. It just really slows them down so I can shoot. Let's go ahead and drop another flower in. Why not? Boom. And you can also use these small free shooters. They won't slow the zombies down a ton, but they will slow them down a little bit. Wow. And here's the other thing, guys. Remember my next level stuff? So I'm going to show you as soon as I get loaded up for a cherry here. Of course, I probably don't need it yet. I could. See that big wave of zombies coming in? Let's see what we got here. Boom. Boom. So, guys, what you see here, this is called board domination, right? So it's almost like I could take a nap and this thing would handle itself. And don't confuse it and don't get it twisted. That's because of my forward thinking and the strategies that I employ. Allows me to be in a position to do that. So we're really trying to get 2 shooters to every row now. I really like to do a frozen shooter and a regular shooter when I can. And so that's what we're working towards. Once we do that, we'll start to put up some barriers to slow these guys down so we can really wear them out. So I got a frozen shooter. I'm going to go to this bottom row. I'm going to move the 0, drop the frozen. And then I'm going to start putting these single free shooters up towards the front. It'll get a few shots on these zombies early, and it'll slow them down because I have to eat through it to get there. Really don't have much of a threat. I usually try to see where the biggest threat's coming from to put those down to slow them down. So far, it's really, you know, they're not giving me much of a threat. I'm trying to get to a 175. Got it. Okay. So now here's what we're working with. We've got a frozen shooter. We've got a single shooter in every row. We're pumping flowers. We can start to drop some of these potato rocks. Boom, boom. You know, if we really want to have some fun and we want to go next level, I will save up and go cherry and just explode these dudes. Where I'm at, 125? Okay, 150. All right, so watch this. We'll do, you guys want next level? I know you do. I know you do. I can see it. I can see it in your eyes. Oh, but I'm wearing them out. I don't need the cherry. I can use the cherry to blow these guys up, but I'm handling them. We'll see if this next wave comes in. Let's see here. I mean, this is the thing. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it for guys. Oh, I was gonna drop it on the old guy with the newspaper, but we got him. So we're in a pretty good scenario here. I mean, we're pumping sunflowers. We're, you know, just destroying these zombies. Okay, so here's the final wave. I'll throw a rock in somewhere or a potato. Let's put it there. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've dominated this game at this point. It's moot. Okay, now this, did you see that? Okay, so here's what they do. Sometimes they come out of those gravestones like that, and here's where we're going to use the cherry. So watch this. Oh my gosh, watch this, guys. Watch this. Boom! Dude, it was like 12 zombies. I mean, it's not even fair. It's not fair. Up, ball game. So I get my money. Zombies are dead. I mean, I didn't even have to. I have 100 suns to spare. I didn't even use the whole board. So yeah, so there it is, guys. So that's the night level. The big thing is using your free small purple shooter to buy you some time to plant your flowers. I like to go back row. And then sometimes I like to go too deep. It just depends. And I always focus on where those tombstones are. Because if you got a couple tombstones, it means you can put fewer of your inventory there. So I try not to use flowers in those areas and really focus on my shooters. So, hey, keep following the show. Make sure you hit that bell below. I think that means you'll get notified when we upload videos. Make sure and subscribe. Let us know. Shoot some messages in the comments if there's questions you have, levels you want to see us dominate, because we dominate them all. And get ready, because I'm telling you, the merch is coming, and we're really excited about it. Thanks for following Coach B Gaming. We're going to drop this video tonight, and we'll see you next week.